And the U.S. Attorney General is having a press conference right now. We will be listening in. They have arrested 103 people, a gang, and we will take a look here right now. Let's take a listen.
Over the last several days, here in Fresno County in general, in the city of Fresno in particular, Operation Washout has taken place. There have been dozens of U.S. Marshals on the streets working directly with local law enforcement and state law enforcement to get those with arrest warrants off the streets and processed and into the criminal justice system. The acting United States Marshal, Karen Thomas, in just a moment will provide you with more details of exactly what Operation Washout was and what was accomplished. I also want to call out some particular persons who are here at the podium with me. My good friend Chief Dyer, as always, the District Attorney Lisa Smitkamp, standing behind me and towering over me, but we'll leave that alone for now. Kirk Haynes, who's the Chief Probation Officer for Fresno County. Captain Rob Kreider, who is the overall head of the Magic Unit here in Fresno County, and Chief Garner of the Selma Police Department. I want to talk just for a moment just to show the benefit of this program and the collateral consequences that come from it. Chief Garner from Selma was just telling me that as a direct result of this enforcement effort, his agency was able to stop the abduction of a 6-month-old child. They became aware of the abduction, called upon the resources that were available through this task force, and that crime was solved, and a man was arrested and will face charges for child abduction here in Fresno County. It's again a testament to the collaborative. We're all in this together, the state, the locals, and the feds, trying to ensure that our communities are safer and better places in which to live, work, and raise families. So I'll now ask Acting U.S. Marshal Karen Thomas to take the podium. Thank you, Karen.
Good morning. A large-scale gang enforcement operation labeled Operation Washout wrapped up on December 10th with the arrest of 103 fugitives. Led by the U.S. Marshals Service Eastern District of California and the Pacific Southwest Regional Fugitive Task Force, multiple federal, state, and local law enforcement agencies worked countless hours from December 3rd to December 7th, concentrating their efforts and focus on known street gangs in Fresno County area. Out of the total arrests, 72 were gang members or associates. 18 firearms and $37,000 in U.S. currency were seized during the operation. The U.S. Marshals Service recognizes the need to reduce crime and actively supports the DOJ's priority of fighting gang violence. The U.S. Marshals Service gang enforcement model is robust, focused, and cost-effective approach utilizing existing fugitive task force as the foundation. This model has proven successful in removing violent gang members and their tools of trades, weapons, and drugs from our communities. The U.S. Marshals Service will continue to do everything within its power to help our local, state, and federal law enforcement officers to eradicate gangs and the drugs and violence they bring to our neighborhoods. Since 2010, the U.S. Marshals Service as an agency have led more than 60 counter-gang operations, which have yielded over 8,000 arrests and seizure of more than 1,800 illegal firearms. Collaboration like this between federal and local law enforcement is critical when it comes to keeping our communities safe. I am confident that Operation Washout made a difference in neighborhoods plagued by gang violence. I would like to take this time to recognize the outstanding efforts of the team leaders and all those involved. Many of these hardworking deputies, task force members, and officers spent countless hours on the streets, all the while being away from their families to ensure the success of this operation. Operation Washout participating agencies included the U.S. Marshals Service, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, Homeland Security, California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation, California Highway Patrol, Multi-Agency Gang Enforcement Consortium, also known as MAGIC, Fresno Police Department, Fresno County Sheriff's Department, Fresno County DA's Office, Fresno County Probation Department, Adult Compliance Team, and the following police departments: Clovis, Selma, Kingsburg, Reedley, Sanger, and Fowler. Thank you very much.
Well, you just heard it there. The U.S. Attorney General holding a press conference. They say they had a gang operation, arrested 103 people. We will have more on this in our later newscast and on yourcentralvalley.com, our website. But now switching over to weather, we're here with Lauren Wallace. So Lauren, it looks a little bit gloomy outside.
It does, yeah. It looks a lot like winter, I like to say.
Yeah, it
We're
does.
finally seeing the cloud cover. It's chilly outside. Of course, the cloud's preventing us from heating up. So that's what we're talking about today. Most of you will just see the mostly cloudy skies, and the next couple mornings we'll still be talking about that patchy morning fog. Some of you did see some fog this morning, although visibility is certainly much better compared to what we saw Friday and into Saturday. Temperatures are actually going to be going up during the end of our week, so a little milder end to our week. And then this weekend, we are going to be watching for a chance of showers. Right now, it looks like those will arrive later in the day on Sunday, so that's something to keep an eye on. I do want to go over our visibility. At times, we had some of you dropping below 2 miles this morning, but getting better overall. Not too bad. 3 miles if you're in Fresno. Same for those of you in Lemoore, and then Visalia coming in at 5 miles. So improving. Let's take a look at a time lapse. This is from our KC24 studio Skycam overlooking McKinley Avenue. Just before sunrise this morning, we did have a very thick layer of clouds, and they really haven't budged yet this morning. I think as we go through the afternoon hours, we'll start to see a few patches of blue sky, but overall, we're still going to call it partly to mostly cloudy skies. Because of the cloud cover, we're still sitting very close to our morning low temperatures. 49 for those of you in Fresno. Also still have 40s from Merced into Los Banos, Mendota, Lemoore, all stuck in the 40s right now. In fact, you're in the mid 40s in Tulare. For those of you in Oakhurst who started out close to freezing this morning, and you've made it up to 46 degrees. For your forecast high today, we're talking 56. That's actually spot on with what the average is for this time of the year. So today is going to be a seasonable day. We'll stay very close to this average for the next few days. But by the time we get to the later parts of this week, will be a little bit above average. For your air quality today, expect it to be in the good category. Merced County, same with Sequoia National Park. Everyone else is going to stay in the moderate category today. And notice that we do have burning restrictions. So Madera, Fresno, Kings, Tulare counties, no burning unless you have a registered clean burning device. All right, here's a look at your radar and satellite loop. This shows the last 6 hours, and again, a very thick layer of clouds overhead. So we are seeing the cloudy skies across most of the valley. Also picking up on a couple of sprinkles throughout the higher elevations. Valley should be staying dry today, even though we do have a cold front pushing through. So that's where these sprinkles are being generated from. A cold front will drop down as we go throughout today. Most of what we'll see from this is the cloud cover. So it is weak. It's falling apart as it pushes its way through. So again, we're going to keep those clouds around for today, and then next couple days will almost be copy and paste. So let's go ahead and run you through your futurecast. This is noon. Again, still picking up on a bit of cloud cover. Throughout the afternoon hours, though, I think we'll see a couple of breaks here and there. As I mentioned, some patches of blue sky. So here's your 5 o'clock evening commute. For those of you who did see the fog this morning, your afternoon commute, of course, should be a little better weather-wise. Throughout the evening hours, we'll stay partly cloudy. That's 10 o'clock, and then tonight, partly cloudy skies as well. We will be watching for fog developing again tomorrow morning. So this is 7 o'clock on your Tuesday. We'll see the patchy fog, just like this morning. I don't think it's going to be very widespread, but we will get some spots with the locally dense fog. And then into about midday tomorrow, we'll see a lot of that moving out, and we will see that mix of sun and clouds in the afternoon hours for your Tuesday. So let's take a look at some of those forecast highs with your extended forecast. As I mentioned, today is going to make it to 56 degrees. Tomorrow, almost a repeat of today. We will see the patchy morning fog, 55 degrees in the afternoon hours. And then Wednesday, again, we'll watch for morning fog, but afternoon highs close to average. There's that slight warm up for the later parts of this week. So by Thursday, a little milder. We'll make it to 60 degrees. We will repeat that for your Friday. Then expect some changes as we go throughout this weekend. So Saturday, partly cloudy, but a little bit cooler. We'll drop back to 57 degrees, and then Sunday's the day to watch. 56 for your high, but we will introduce that chance of showers back into your forecast. So of course, stay updated as the week wears on and that storm system gets a little closer to us and we can nail down the exact timing. But right now, looks like they'll arrive later in the day. We do have our regional forecast posted at yourcentralvalley.com, so be sure that you are watching those. We'll send it back over to Bailey.
For one afternoon, 50 lucky kids were able to get to say goodbye to the hospital and hello to the North Pole. Kids from Children's Healthcare of Atlanta donned their Santa hats and boarded a very special flight Saturday. The kids got a chance to meet Santa, do arts and crafts, and even have a snowball fight with elves. 75 Delta employees volunteered for those special events. Now, some of us just love the smell of that live Christmas tree in our homes this time of year, but it may come with some very unpleasant consequences. Erica Edwards reports.
The Leland cypress trees at Penland Christmas Tree Farm in York, South Carolina have two benefits.
It hangs well with heavy ornaments.
And it's usually the one that won't make you sick.
The Leland cypress is classified as a non-allergenic tree.
For many people, the Christmas season means a lot of sneezing. Allergists call it Christmas tree syndrome.
Itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, some head congestion.
It's not the work of a Grinch, it's mold spores that are to blame.
Those spores will continue to grow and accumulate in the home the longer you have the Christmas tree.
You can limit allergies by cutting short the amount of time you have the tree in your home and using an air purifier.
If it's a HEPA air filter, you might be able to reduce some of the mold spores that are coming into your home off that Christmas tree.
Or do what the folks at Penland Christmas Tree Farm do, shake it off.
One of the things that we try to do on all our trees that we sell on the farm is that we put them on our tree shakers and shake any of the grass or dead needles or that are in the trees.
So go ahead, seek out that perfect tree, making your holiday season decorative and as sneeze-free as possible. Erica Edwards, NBC News.
Who would have thought? A local organization is spreading holiday cheer by saying thank you to military personnel with Christmas trees. Dozens of local soldiers and their families were treated to a Christmas surprise yesterday by the organization called Thanks with a Tree. This was the fourth year of the group giving trees to more than 700 men and women in the Army and Air Force.
We wanted to show some type of appreciation, and we thought, why not with a Christmas tree? A bunch of individuals, business owners, we all pull our money together and we purchase trees to different units here in Fresno.
Organizers say they would like to expand and give away more trees to men and women in other branches of the military. If you would like to help, the link is on our website, yourcentralvalley.com. And next on KC24 Midday, have you ever texted while you were asleep? Surprisingly, it happens. Who researchers say are doing it coming up. Plus, pizza is usually a crowd pleaser, but why do people love it so much? It may be addictive. Coming up.